Hey, recording is in progress. I can't say what I was going to say.
Why not? You can still say, why you guys have so many secrets?
There's no secrets. It's about your beard. Everybody's complaining about you trying to look younger.
Yeah. With a
You
beard?
know,
I thought
yeah.
I looked older with a beard. Huh?
No, but you dye your beard, they say. You know, Dennis is
I
trying.
have listen, I have a little bit gray hair here.
There
I'm
you
not,
guys.
I'm not like Chris where everything is white. See, when I dye a little bit, people give me shit. Chris's whole beard is black. Nobody says a damn thing. It's just
Hey,
a matter of listen, it's just a matter of getting used to it. No, I'm not keeping that beard. I don't like beards. I
yeah.
really don't. I'll keep it.
Do you dye your eyebrows too?
Never, never. I just saw a picture. I don't know. I have no white. Not in my sack, nowhere. Not in my body, no white hair. I swear to God. And I just saw a picture of Chris yesterday. I didn't even, no, not a picture, a video that he was doing for, I think it was Lee Bree documentary.
Uh-huh.
Why
Fucking
you throw me under the bus?
Chris,
Because ain't anybody talking about me, talking about you.
you see his eyebrows?
No. But hey,
Ain't nobody worried about Chris. They worried about you. You
Yeah.
the captain.
Listen, guys, don't worry about me. I'm doing okay. I will survive. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to all of you guys. And
yeah.
I wish you all a happy and healthy and successful 2025 coming up. Hopefully, we're all still around by then.
Yeah. I had a guy on the Instagram sending me, "Hey, you're so annoying." I said, "Okay, what am I annoying about?" Oh,
Listen,
you don't read your comments. You know, there's so many people complaining. You know, I said, "No, I'm gonna send you." Okay, send me. And then he's not sending me, right? And he's not having a time.
but see, for you,
They do
people,
that
people
Hey,
even
give
with
you.
TMZ. Even
hey,
with TMZ, they do the hate mail and all that stuff. It's
No,
like
no, but Chris,
it comes
see,
along with it.
with Milos, it's so easy because Milos will respond and fucking go back and forth with you for days.
no.
That's why they do it because they know they're getting a response.
As Bruce Lee say, don't put that emotional content on everything that's being said here. I'm getting in conversation. I'm having fun. You attacking me? Okay, beautiful. I'm not gonna skip away. Hit me with your best shot. What is it?
Why? Why you always want to be in an altercation?
Not altercation. It's a beautiful, conversation. Okay,
Beautiful.
involved in conversation. But when it passes too much negative energy, then it's time to go. So
Yeah.
I block his ass. Anyway.
See, I don't even get started because this is never positive when it's negative. When somebody says something negative, how are you going to turn it into a
Interesting.
positive?
Hey, when you don't do anything wrong and people attack you, don't you want to know? Why?
No, because it's the fucking internet, man. It's saying, listen, it'd be different if this is what people walk up to you in your face and tell you something.
I,
But it's on the internet. You're talking to a fucking 13-year-old fucking little girl, maybe, who knows? And you're pretending like this is a fucking grown man. You can never win an internet fight.
yeah,
Be
yeah.
that good, you don't know your opponent. You see Chris arguing on the internet?
No, he can't really.
That's why, but here's the thing, Milos. But that's why people stop talking shit because he's not responding.
Hey, I come from
Fucking
a
boring as hell.
polite family. My family told me give time to everyone, say hello to everyone, smile to everyone, try to make a day
Yeah, a
nicer.
smiley, a smiley face would be enough.
I did it
But
throughout my
I
when Milos,
usually put
when, when
the
Milos replies,
clown emoji. You know.
when Milos replies, I always got to scroll up because it's so long.
Oh well. Anyway.
You're so low.
Since I
I'm
guess,
waiting. I'm waiting for Boston Mass because he's such a good to talk to. But 10 minutes ago, I'm reading on internet: should gyno be punished? Okay, so that's
No,
yeah. So if somebody has a visible gyno, should they be punished? So I was just writing there. You know what? I mean, federation or judges, like how they're going to punish? Yeah, so they're going to lose to everybody that doesn't have a gyno, or they're going to lose to a certain amount of guys, or there's not like a point system. Like, what do you do? But if you do have a gyno, would that affect you? So that's one thing I want to see your
The thing
opinion.
is, there's people like myself. I was 13 years old with, you got the hormonal thing happening, and the nipples are swollen when I was 13 years old. So 13, 14, 15, all up into my competitive years, I already had that already. And so I got it taken out after 98 Olympia or something like that. And
So
then,
you're saying you got gyno from just growing up?
yeah, 13 years old.
Look at Dennis's face.
Hey,
Like, come on, bro.
but I'll look back and look at some photos, but I swear on everything I love, I
Okay,
had
so
gotten at
did
13 years old, 12 years old.
did you smoke weed at 13? Because then
I
I
did.
believe it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
Because weed,
my testosterone was high. I was very horny, and I was letting loose.
at 13?
Letting loose, yeah, earlier.
Well, if
Letting
you say
loose.
that, I have to believe it.
Well,
Because I know we had one in my school. He had some bitch tits as a young teenager, and yeah, that's why I know it's possible.
be letting loose.
And other people that blast fucking testosterone like crazy, and they don't have nothing.
But we
Nothing.
didn't even know about testosterone until I got to college and I saw a guy that was on the cycle, a wrestler. I never heard of steroids throughout high school and stuff like that until,
Didn't you compete while you were in high school?
yeah,
You didn't hear about steroids.
no, not until I got to college.
Hard to believe, my man.
Why would I lie, bro? Just
I
tell me
don't
that.
know. I'm not saying you're
I
lying.
don't
I'm just
lie like
saying,
that. I don't,
Chris, Chris, don't
I'm
get
just
me wrong.
telling you.
I'm not saying that doesn't mean you're lying. I'm just saying it's hard to believe.
Oh yeah, I know back then though, that's the 80s. That's in the early 80s. Steroids, I mean, I had to sort out information. I read the Death in the Locker Room. I read
So
all of
when was your first cycle? At what age?
The Debo.
Well, I had like a handful of I had
Chris,
like
I just
I like oh you
went
got
through
that
it the
book?
other day.
I had like 15 Anavar and I
Okay,
had
I'm not talking about that. When was your first cycle?
cycle like an
Not the
infection.
first
Yeah.
one, but the first when you get
Infection.
on.
I was
Cycle.
Not
Not
the
really
20,
15
cycle.
animals.
21, 20, 21,
21.
20, something like that. Yeah. But and I got scarred from the first go because blood shot out of my ass across the room. I was like, oh no. And it took me an hour and a half to even get to that point. I
Scared the
was
shit out of you.
yeah.
Milos, when was your first cycle? I don't know if I ever asked you.
87.
What,
So
how old were you?
23.
Hmm.
Hey, by the
But
way,
but but
just
before I was 10, hey, check this out. Before I was 10, I was already flexing my hamstrings, doing a lat spread, 11 and 12,
because of
I'm,
your brother, right?
on the
I was doing
stomach.
the last break with 14.
Yeah, I was already just connected like that already.
Didn't even lift weights. I played soccer.
And know how to connect already, you know.
Yeah.
But hold on, your
That's
brother was the bodybuilder, right?
mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was more like Chris. You got to do like push-ups and shit. You got to get your chest as flat as hell. He
Hey,
was
how
like,
many push-ups
I
can
would
you do
I would
now?
just nipples. I just do them every morning before I go to school, and then I started getting into weight training in high school gym class,
Yeah.
and then that was just all about bench press, squat, and something else. Um, But yeah, oh, curls, stuff
Yeah.
like that. But my arms blew up quick and the chest just lagged behind. So I was just nipples right here.
Dennis, you want to call, Jose, just in case?
I'm gonna text. Oh, he just texted me. Almost home from work. Hit a little traffic.
Okay, okay. You just like we didn't mistime it.
Yeah, we good. We good.
Chris, when was the last time you did the push-ups?
Oh, it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Are you still losing weight? Or
I
you?
hurt my shoulders and when I was up there in Australia. So it's just been like I don't really like to even when I'm on a machine or something like that, is I can go with the chest, but it's like it's a lot of pressure on the front delt also.
You hurt your shoulders in Australia?
Trying to boogie, trying to get in the waves and shit. Body.
Was that when you were over there for COVID hit?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Oh, there he
Jose.
is.
Guy.
Hey, sorry guys.
Look at this guy.
You
What's
good?
up?
You good? You good? Appreciate you making the time, my man. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. I just flew home from Boston.
Hey, did you see any of them drones?
No,
No.
no. I don't know if they're here. People are full of shit. I don't see them.
You don't believe it?
I don't know. People play with their drones. That's what it is. I mean, what else is it?
No, you think that all those drones are from different people?
Maybe.
Could be.
Milos,
It's
what do
like
you believe? I never asked you. What do you really believe?
Who?
You, Milos? Milos?
Oh, it's 100% from the U.S. government. You know, there's no way that they don't have a control over international space line, and that they're going to let something, you know, sneak in.
For 3 weeks?
I should never talk politics and shit like this anyway. But
No, we're not
I think
talking
it's the
politics.
U.S.
Huh? Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
They're looking for something, and they haven't found it yet because they're still out there.
Yeah. Oh, Boston, Mass, Mr. Jose.
what's up?
Dennis is scaring me the World War III for like last 8 months. Like sending those videos and shit. You know, it's depressing. You know, if I send you some, you're gonna say, "Holy fuck!"
Listen, nobody's warning you. I'm just telling you, it's always better
To be prepared.
prepared as you possibly can. Because
Yeah.
at the end of
Dennis,
the
you
day,
had me in the backyard all gripped up, ready to go. Times.
because at the end of the
Moving
day,
around.
listen, we have no control over what the government is doing. We can't control shit anyways. You know what I'm saying? So you can just be home and you know, do as good as you possibly can and do the little things. I'm not scared. You know, I'm not scared.
How can you not be scared, man? You know, if it starts,
If I was
that's
scared,
that.
no, I'm not scared. It's just, I mean, I don't like the way it is right now, but I don't know. Fuck, I tell myself this. I'm 58 years old. I've done just about everything
Yeah.
in life that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
There's nothing on my bucket list right now that I can think of that I haven't done yet. So, shit, whatever happens, happens. You see what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
really
But
care.
did you go to,
Oh, it could happen, but I have no control.
if you've been to Hiroshima and see that museum and you see this nuclear bomb right there,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, come on, man. If it
But
starts,
let's talk about
yeah,
something.
history.
I have
Let's talk about something else.
I have
Oh,
something positive. Two things I want to talk about before we get to Jose because he's our guest and I want him to get I want his take on a lot of things. The new fit model division is starting January 1st, 2025. Did you guys hear about that?
yeah.
Yep.
So what that means is I personally like it.
Oh, you're a promoter, right? Right?
No, for real. You know, and I'll tell you why. Not because I'm a promoter. Even if I wasn't a promoter, I would like it because I think it will bring a category where hopefully we can see some females on stage without the deep voice.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Without the side effects that you can obviously tell on a bikini girl already that is, in my eyes, is so fucking terrible, you know, to hear bikini girls talk sounding like straight bodybuilders, you know, and I never liked that. So I think hopefully, if they literally keep it the way they announced it, that those are the girls that can't make bikini because they're not willing to do what they have to do in order to get there, or they're just not good enough.
Whoa.
So
Okay.
I think it brings a lot of eyeballs to the sport.
I want to hear his opinion because he's always so straight shooter, point blank. What do you think?
I think like every other division, you know, it started out with Mark Anthony in men's physique. And look where that went.
Mhm.
It started out with Dana Lynn Bailey in women's physique. Look where that went. So they can say it's going to start. I mean, the way it was explained was almost like mediocre, like that's what they're judging. But at some point it's gonna
Mhm.
increase and they're gonna turn into, the next bikini. Like there'll
Well,
be
that,
women winning that maybe don't fit the criteria, but they're so impressive looking they have to win.
well,
Like
here's
I
the
don't
thing.
understand it.
Here's the thing, and I have a feeling that this is exactly what they're going to push for, just to literally bring this one in and keep it that way. Because we'll see who's winning shows right out the gate. We can see that. If they specifically mentioned no cap delts, no hamstring glute tie-ins, you want to see no hamstrings, you want to see full glutes, but and if they can keep that up, I think it's going to be a good category. And I'm serious. I really believe it. But they have to keep it up. Like you said, Jose, it all started this way. I remember the first figure girls. That was like a bikini girl.
So,
Yeah.
So,
so
but
it'll be up to
hopefully,
the judges to make sure that this is under
yeah,
control.
it has to be controlled. And as soon as somebody comes in where you can tell, oh, abs too deep, shoulders pop cap, boom, done.
So what does that mean? They're gonna don't be in shape. Don't train. Don't have a
No.
separation.
Don't be,
Don't diet.
no, they don't want that muscle tone.
But you're gonna have a Miss Olympia.
I don't know. I know they're going to have pro shows because I even offered at the pro qualifier starting at the FIBO.
I mean, it's gonna be wonderful to watch, of course, but you know what I
You know
mean?
what? That's
I want a little cellulite, and I want a little cellulite on the butt, and I
that's
want
what's up.
all of that.
That's what's
All of
up.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bring it on.
A
That's
little
what I
pouch,
wanted wellness to be. Well,
a little pouch that never hurt nobody.
that's what I wanted wellness to be, man. I wanted wellness to be real wellness.
No, but we'll have to see.
Give me some booty.
Hey,
I think it's more like a fitness fashion model. I mean, you can't be ugly, number one, so it's not all about the body, I guess. So everything comes into play here. You got to be pretty, you know. I would want to judge the first one. Just tell them.
I wouldn't.
No,
No, it'd be too hard. I'd be looking at a
no, I think
physique.
it's going to be much easier now because you don't have to go for the muscle tone. You
Go
don't have to
for
go for condition. You don't. All that is gone. Just look at the beautiful girl where the upper body matches the lower body. So no extra wide hips. You know what I'm saying? And just a nice smile and a good face.
So how's the posing? How do they pose?
hips are okay.
They posed. You remember?
yeah, that one leg out.
Yeah, the way they did it in other federations. That's how I remember it.
And the legs crossed from behind.
I don't. Yeah, I think from
Yeah,
the back.
They do what they
Same as
want to do.
bikini from behind.
I think from the back it's the same pose, but from when they're standing from the front, it's not that side twister chop. It's more like one leg out, one hand out. A little bit like Ashley. When they used Ashley as a
Yeah, model.
Prototypical model.
Mhm.
yeah.
I tell you the truth. When I've seen this, Betty sent me the Talamanian's new category model, and I was like, oh no, man's model.
Listen, Milos,
I swear to God, that's what I thought.
I tell you something. Yeah, I see what you're saying, and that's what we when they started men physique. What did we say? And what happened? It went and got the most popular category of all of them. We complain. We'll talk about man bikini. We call it man bikini, but look where it's at. So, and I'm sure that this will be the same thing. It's going to take a couple of years.
Yeah, men's will be there.
And then you'll see, you see the numbers
That's
go.
when I can make my comeback.
Hey,
I think it's a good business decision because all the other federations have these divisions and they're successful with them. So why not?
Yeah.
Try to take over the whole world. Now they're increasing the amount of natural shows.
Can't they even? Yeah, I like the natural show movement, and I like
absolutely.
I really like the natural physique movement big time. I like it.
So will there be natural pro shows?
Yeah, they are. The Ben Weider Classic is a natural pro show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a pro qualifier.
there's a pro qualifier, and you got to turn pro somehow.
Yeah.
And there's a pro qualifier, and then I think there's a pro. There's also a pro event.
Does
Wait,
it qualify for Olympia?
oh, no, there's no Olympia qualification for the natural yet. There's no
Well,
natural.
it should be, right?
I don't know if they ever go that far.
Then why have a pro show?
They're gonna
They can turn
have.
pro, so they can have pro events, but I don't know if it makes it to the
I
Olympia.
would think so.
But no, listen, at the end of the day, and this is why some of the countries have issues with putting on natural shows, because not that they don't like it, but what does it look like? Now you said this is natural, so what are they are what? Oh,
Not natural.
you know what I'm saying? So now you put them to the Olympia, say, oh, this is the bad ones and these are the good ones.
Hey, Ronnie Coleman qualified for Olympia twice. Jean-Paul Guillaume, Mike Ashley. There is a bunch of people. I think that they qualify.
I would guess maybe 5 total in the history of bodybuilding. That made it to the Olympia natural. Unless we have a few more.
Possible. Yeah, still possible. Jose, we were talking about first cycles. When did you start your thing?
In 2009, after the New York Pro of my first year competing.
That's good. That's good.
You missed all the good stuff then.
Yeah, I did the New York Pro natural. I was 184 pounds. And 3 months later, I did Atlantic City at 202. And I was a lot harder. Within 3 months, I put on 17
so you got
pounds.
on after the show for the next one.
Yeah. Because I got smoked. I did my first show, I placed 7th or 8th. And there were some guys I was like, I blame Vinny Galanti. I'm like, Vinny, you're the reason I went on a cycle. I'm like, because he was like in his mid 40s and he smoked me. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, and I'm looking at David Henry, Eduardo, Kevin English. These guys were crazy. Fakri. And I'm like, if I got to stand with these guys, I got to play by the rules. So I end up qualifying for the Olympia. I placed 6th, first call out at the Olympia that year.
So you qualify for the Olympia semi-natural.
Well, not really.
Listen, you well, first
3
cycle,
months into it, yeah.
So,
and to touch on what you posted on Instagram, Milos, I got the worst gyno ever because I didn't know anything about AIs or I didn't realize I had to do that. And man, I grew an A cup. It was awful. And then for the Olympia, I blitzed it with some Arimidex, and it was calm enough that it didn't show.
Oh wow. Okay, so you read that, but Jose, for people that don't know, you denied your IBB Pro card several times.
Yeah, because they didn't have 212 back then when I was, winning. I won the Nationals in 01 and got a pro card, and that was the year it was Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler at the Olympia. I was 153 pounds, so why would I take a pro card? And I was only 25 years old, so I was like, I can grow. And they had a welterweight division, so I went up to that one. And then I was still too small. And then when I turned pro as a middleweight, I took the card because that was the year they started the 210 division, and Silvio was smoking everyone.
Was it 202 first?
It was 210 first.
Oh,
and then because Silvio, I think it was like the Southeast show, he won both divisions, 210 and open. So they were like, it's too big. 210 is too big. So they brought it down to 202.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then David Henry won the first Olympia then. Right?
Yep. David won the first. Kevin won 3 in a row. And then Flex won 7.
Damn.
Yeah. It was
David.
it was good times. But yeah, I thought
David
they should have never
competing.
moved it. Yeah, and he still looks great.
Still look great.
How old is he now? Is he 50?
He'll be 50 in March. He's a few years younger than me. I'll be 50 next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. So you're a late starter too with everything, huh?
Yeah.
Hey,
I competed for a long time before. I was competing 16 years before I took the pro card.
Oh, okay.
And then I did 10 years as a pro.
I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Last week we were talking about the nationals and stuff like this, and I know I saw a few pictures with you. Can you tell the audience, tell my co-host here about this kid Tafiq Muhammad and what
Oh,
potentials are? Because they didn't understand it, but I was like, bro, I'm telling you, man, this guy, he's got what it takes.
What do you
yeah.
mean you didn't understand it? I don't even know.
Well, you didn't see the guy that I was talking about, but I was raving about this kid
Okay.
and his potential.
He's unreal. I helped him last year. He did welterweights. He had only done one show prior to that.
Oh, so now I know what Chris is. You talk about the middleweight.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
middleweight. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I thought he was a light heavy. I was like, man, he's forming a thing. Like, I don't even see the guy.
So he's that
Oh,
good.
Yeah.
he got 20-inch arms, huge quads, 26-inch waist.
Yeah.
He's just insanity.
Hmm.
And he doesn't know
Anything.
the foggiest of what
Me.
he's doing.
To me,
Yeah.
he don't. You don't.
Yeah.
He didn't even open his back halfway through the show.
Yeah.
He never
Yeah.
even opened his back. Didn't even
Let's
matter.
hope, so let's hope he doesn't get to the wrong guy and then fucks up everything.
No,
I just
exactly.
spoke to him even the other day. I was like, man, you need to understand how to train that back. And
He
he
put
goes,
some handcuffs on him right there and then.
he's like, yeah. He's like, I got a coach. I said, I don't give you got a coach or a
Hey,
motherfucking.
Chris,
I don't care.
somebody tells you got a coach. What does that mean? How many people said, I have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
So fucking what?
I know. That's what I said. I said, I don't care what you got. I'm just telling you, you don't know what you need to know, and you need to know these things because you're special. You're
Yeah.
special.
I had the same conversation with him, and I'm like, if I'm helping you, you can't be listening to 5 other guys in the gym. And
No, but what I said with him is like, no matter what, dog, it's like people, and some people got a reason for trying to be latched onto you because they're trying to get their name up there. I said, myself, you did your thing on the stage. You don't need to try to be a famous coach. Just like
exactly.
you're trying to help the next generation. You're trying to help the next generation, and it's not nothing more than that. But a lot of people trying to get a name off of someone else's.
Exactly. I just get so excited when I see him because there's very few people like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I told him with the right guidance, he can be top 3 in the Olympia this year.
So are
At
you
212.
when you compare his physique, who can you compare his physique to?
Like, remember Marvin Ward?
Yep.
He's taller. He's like 2-3 inches taller than Marvin, but the same build, wide shoulders, tiny waist, huge
Waist
quads,
small, and got
huge arms.
the right muscle insertions in his abs, like
Yep.
prototypical.
Dennis, you haven't seen him on Instagram? No, it's absolutely beautiful physique. But I'm going to tell you,
What's
I
his name?
think that he's lacking lats and why?
Yeah, he's got
He's got
a lot to improve. But when he does,
when he does, it's gonna be some shit. Yeah,
for sure.
It's TMOH is his Instagram. TMOH
His name is Tafiq
Muhammad.
He
He just started posting a lot. He wasn't posting much before
So he
that.
doesn't even know how good he is.
No, he's starting to find out because everyone's talking to him.
So give me the name again. I'm sorry.
TMOH is his Instagram.
And 978.
Yeah.
Oh, he's already put IFB Pro there. So
Yeah.
Follow Chris Cormier. There we go. That must be.
Yeah.
He's
I followed him when I was out there. I was like, man, this guy's gonna be some shit.
He should have won the whole show. He absolutely should have.
While I'm looking at it, I saw some stuff of him. I just didn't know who he was. Yeah, he came up a few times in my
feed.
Yeah.
So he's a middleweight?
Middleweight.
Yeah.
But like I said, I thought he was a light heavy, or I said, well, maybe he's a heavyweight then. But I had no idea he was a middleweight at all.
So Jose is the
And the
176.
guy took second to him. I was telling you guys, Rico. He's another one.
Got crazy quads on his body.
The guy,
Yeah.
the guy that took second to him only that was his second
He's
show.
got some work to do, especially chest and
That's
condition.
back and
But he's
condition.
got beautiful flow. I hope he doesn't fuck that up, man. Because this is mostly, back.
Yeah, it's back.
He's 5'3".
Yeah,
He's like a
little
half
cat.
inch shorter than me.
Yeah, so he's gonna be,
He's special. No word about it.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. He looks good. Yeah, well, listen, maybe we see him next year on the pro stage.
You should.
Talk about pro stage. Milos just brought something up the other day on our group chat where we had so many talks where we complained, well, maybe not complained, we just fucking frustrated old grumpy men, where we always said, how come people and don't get on stage? Because when there was shows, there was, we had shows with 6, 7 competitors in the open, and
Yeah.
in the beginning it says there's not enough shows, and then when there is enough shows, people don't go to the shows. They just pick and choose whichever show they think is best for them and not compete because he's doing that show. I mean, the other one's doing here. I'm going to go here because he's there. You know what I mean? What do you and Milos just brought up that for next year, there's a shitload of shows, And what do you think it is? On you sideways now.
Yeah, my phone was ringing.
Okay. So what do you think it is that we don't see, especially when there's shows back to back to back, like we had in Europe, where people just pick one instead of staying and doing doing 2 or 3 of them? What do you think is the reason for that compared to what it used to be like?
Because it's hard. It's not easy to prepare for show after show, and some people aren't willing to put in the work. Some people aren't willing to miss work. Some people can't afford it. There's not sponsorships like there was back then. Half the lineup was sponsored by Weider or Muscular Development, and they had people paying for their flights and hotels. There's very little of that now. And the ones who make the money are few and far between. Where like each one of you guys had contracts, right?
Well, listen, now that you mentioned this, Ronnie Coleman, who better than him? He was taking trains when we were taking planes. He was paying for a hotel when, so, and there was 7 shows back to back to back.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm totally with Dennis on this one. If it's 3 shows in 3 weekends and you are peeled to the bone, you did your job, what is that little extra expense? It's Europe. How much is going to be a plane ticket? $200?
Especially Jose, especially when the prize money is way higher than it used to be.
Yeah. Oh, I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you, but I think there's many reasons why they're not doing it. One of them is financially. One of them is they're not willing to do it, not working hard enough. Part of it is they're building this fake aura on Instagram, and they don't really want to stand next to people and be exposed.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Social media has changed things a lot.
But I think we call us grumpy men because we went extra hard, not only for ourselves, but for the future of the sport and paving the way for this type of, for these guys to make the more money and make the more of themselves and stuff. So, it wasn't just about us.
But here's the thing, because I was a competitor back then. I'm a promoter now, and and of course I don't understand why people don't compete, but then I also understand why promoters don't want to put on shows in open pro shows, because it costs a lot of money to put that show on. If you don't get the competitors with the names that sells tickets, you're coming out of the pocket, and that money's not coming back.
Yeah.
So it's hard. So in order to attract some of these guys nowadays, you got to offer way more prize money to make it more interesting, and that's not always possible. So, but that brings me to a new show next year at the FIBO. Because Chris asked me the other day, what's the prize money, first prize? Did you want to make it come back, or why did you want to know? Somebody asked you?
Yeah. Someone was asking when there was.
Oh, don't tell me Rubio asked.
No,
he ain't gonna do it.
it was actually Lunsford.
Oh, okay. Prize money, I can tell you exactly what it is. It's $155,000 total prize money. It's 4 categories. We have open men, classic physique, figure, and bikini. Why figure? Because there's so many figure pros in Germany. I think Germany alone had like 20 figure pros, you know?
Wow.
And so those are the 4 classes, and 55,000 in the open, and each other category is 20,000. So the 20,000 used to be the open. 10, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's what's going to happen for all classic physique, for figure, and for bikini. You don't see that a lot unless it's the Arnold or the Olympia, you know, where they get, you know, better prize money. And in the open, it's going to be 25,000 first, 15,000 second, 7,500 for third, 5,000 fourth, and the 5th place still gets 2,500.
Yeah.
And I think that I know it brings a lot of competitors from Europe, but I think because it's the FIBO and most of the guys are already there.
Yeah. But pay attention. Derek asked. So Derek is doing Arnold first weekend in March, and this is middle of April. So maybe Derek is planning to do a few more shows, not just Arnold.
Chris already said that he wanted to compete.
He said he wanted to compete.
Yeah, and he's probably going to do Pittsburgh. He's probably going to do the New York Pro and go on to do no, the New York Pro is after the FIBO. So, but if he's doing all that, if he's doing Pittsburgh, which is also 200,000, right? 200.
Well, you know, after you do one show a year, to do the multiple, like spread apart like this, it's hard. You know, it's one thing if you do the Arnold and Olympia, but if you do like, you know, 6 weeks later and, you know, 10 weeks later, that's going to occupy a whole year. That's
Yeah,
going
but
to
that's exactly what you guys used to do.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I think it's
you know,
smart.
Yeah.
it's
He
not
wants,
like
yeah, he wants to compete. He wants to compete.
I don't think it's not like Derek needs to put on more size.
Yeah, it's not. It's more like a detail thing, and he's
except legs.
he's an ex wrestler. He's gonna be good. Trust me, he's gonna be good.
Okay.
He'll win 95% of any show he does.
Right.
So
No
why
doubt
not?
about it.
So imagine he wins the Arnold.
Then
Yeah.
it would make no sense to do anything
It's
else.
a very,
Yeah, but
very.
he's not going to commit and then pull out. That's
He's
not.
gonna compete, bro.
Yeah,
He wants to compete. It's not about, you know, just the Arnold. He wants to. He's a young guy. He's only done a handful of shows. Period. 15 shows is what he's done. Period. He's done 212. He did you know, he's in a 212. He only did a couple of Olympias, 3 Olympias, and he haven't done nothing else besides. He want to compete.
Oh, he did more than 3
30
Olympias.
years old, huh?
More than 3 Olympias.
Well,
Yeah, this is
open.
He did 3 in the open
17,
already.
18,
Open.
19,
That's what I mean.
20,
Open.
21, 22, 23.
Open.
He's done about 8 Olympias now, between 212 and open.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's talking about open. He's done 3 Olympias, but no other open shows in the Olympia class.
Yeah, but if it's open or 212, I don't think it's that big of a difference when it comes to stress on the body.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
I don't think
Oh,
halfway here, all the way here. I don't think so.
you see that cauliflower ear on him? That means he's a wrestler. He wrestled his ass off, and he understands the stress it takes, and he's willing to go. I mean, he's got a family, got another kid on the way.
Oh, she's
Oh,
pregnant.
wow.
I think. If
I didn't know that.
She just had the baby.
PCT works.
Huh? He's
PCT works.
I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Well, now since you're in his camp now, so tell us, man. We're waiting for the
Ready to go. He's ready to go. He
Yeah.
got a fire. I mean, I just did some posing with him yesterday. He's at his family's for the holidays, but we did after he trained, we did an online posing session yesterday. And I like that. I like that he's willing to finish his workout, stay in touch. You know, he said, I'll hit you up tomorrow. I like that. And you know, he's gonna be doing a lot more than he's ever done as far as
Are you
preparation.
communicating with his coach?
It has to.
Yeah,
Yeah, Chris, don't make it like it's
yeah.
Who's coaching him? Who's doing his like
I mean,
nutrition
that's his
and
business to be talking about. I don't even go there. But you know, everyone knows it's everyone knows it's old school people. It's not like somebody new, like people.
I don't care. It doesn't matter who it is.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
said people like to
want to know
report,
if you guys communicate.
it's probably this or someone that we don't know, or it's like he was already getting ready before it
At
got
the
there.
end, who cares who it is? It doesn't
I
really
know,
matter.
that's what I
right?
mean. It's about the athlete. It's not really about the coach. It's about the athlete.
For me, the question was just, are you communicating with the coach?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, Chris.
So that way he doesn't hear two
Yeah,
different things. That's what
right.
I'm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Milos
What's
is
up, Milos? What's up, Milos?
But I didn't say Chris. Chris is you. Chris is his coach.
Oh, I thought you said me.
No.
What's up,
But
Milos?
Chris talks to Chris. That's my guess. You guys are not reading the comments under the video, so I do. I think that
We always
Chris,
talk.
it would
I've
be
been talking to
logical.
Chris since I was 23 years old.
Yeah, but Chris Acedo would be a perfect choice, I think, and that's
So,
how he would probably think. You know,
so
if you
what?
come on, if you're in Derek's head, how would you look? Yeah, I think that would be a good coach, or AJ. But anyway, I know you can't say it, so I'm not going to push you that far. But Derek, okay, he did the interview the other day, right?
Yep.
He was saying something that catch my attention. He is the best, right? So when you claim this, I mean, Chris, when you competed and Dennis and Jose, right? Would you ever say that? I am the
Say
best.
what?
I am the best.
If I was Mr. Olympia, hell yeah, I would say it.
Okay, but you
You're gonna
know,
say I'm
if you win
inferior?
one,
You wanna? No, here's the thing though. You gotta have confidence in yourself. Like if you don't believe in yourself, who's gonna believe in you?
I know, but Chris. That's right. But he's Mr. Olympia, so he has. I mean, he got a right to have that confidence. You win the Olympia once, and it
Yeah.
wasn't a fluke. It wasn't like a fluke. So of course he could say that. But if you never win the Olympia, I don't think that's something I would say. You know, after winning the Super Bowl, I'm telling people I'm the best. I still believe it's like a boxer. Boxer believes he's the best until he gets knocked out.
And, and I'm
Oh, you
and
know,
I
doesn't
think
smile.
you know, but okay, we are all bodybuilders. We are competitors. So when somebody tells you, okay, so what does that mean? You have the best body, best shape, best biceps, best triceps, best legs, best abs, best chest. But you know, so how do you define I'm the best and openly say that? Okay.
the fire in his eyes and in his heart right now, I think is more than it's ever been.
Good.
I think he has a good understanding of what I'm going to demand from him. I think a lot of people don't understand what I'm about, and that's okay because I don't talk all of my stuff like, you're pretty transparent. I'm not like that, but I see a lot of things that needed to be fixed real quick, and a lot of them are getting fixed and addressed. I mean, the kid wasn't even, I mean, to win the Olympia and still he was kind of incomplete in the abs, incomplete in the, brachialis, incomplete in different parts of his legs, not even developed.
What does that tell you, though?
That means he's good.
Of course, he's great.
So that means when that happens, he's going to be a wrecking ball. I'm telling you.
He has every reason to believe he's the best,
Yeah.
without question.
So, Chris, since you can be a Swami now, what are you saying? What are you predicting for Derek after this weekend or whatever week?
Am I predicting?
Yeah.
Pain.
I can't ask you what other people think. I got to ask you what you think.
Destruction.
Of course, you have to say
Different.
be honest. Just tell me that you're honest. I don't want to hear. I don't want
That
you to.
is because it wasn't as
I don't-
people dissected his lack of doing the vacuum, not being able to connect with the abs. All that stuff is already handled.
So you saying?
I'm saying you're gonna see a whole new guy.
So you saying he's going to come to the Arnold and he's going to look like a complete different bodybuilder?
Yes, 100%.
And that is why?
Ab and thigh. Ab and thigh is gonna be a strength.
What? So you think his thigh is going to be his strength?
ab and thigh shot is going to be his strength.
So what about his thighs, though?
Going to be his strength.
Are they are they going to be up to par with the upper body?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can
Brachialis developed.
and after what, 3 days?
Better peaks, better brachialis. This is what I do. I'm a detailed.
How do you already know it's going to be better when it's
Because I see what happened off the first time we trained. I saw what happened in the days after. I see.
Chris, let me ask you a question.
That's what I
So,
do. Dennis. Look what I
Chris,
did with Breon. Breon didn't look like that when we first got together, but then shortly after, he became pretty damn complete. That's what I do.
so Chris, his legs off season are massive. Like even a month out from the show, they're massive. He really brought his quads up. And then the day of the show, it's happened. I've seen it happen numerous times where they shrink down like significantly. What do you attribute that to, and how the hell do you stop it?
Well,
Is it too much cardio? Is it?
I think. See, he would tell me like, "Yeah, I needed someone." Like, I think he gets in his own head about need to do more, and I think he was just overdoing a lot of things, from exercises on up to cardio, on up to whatever. But you don't need to do that many exercises for legs. There's, you know, 3-4 movements tops, legs.
So you think he overtrained his legs, and that's why he lost in the last couple of days when you stopped
Well,
training?
not only that, and then he was, I don't want to talk about him and the Hani's situation, but he explained to me exactly what they were doing. But I just think it was just too much. Too much.
Because I'm with Jose, and you, Chris, you know it too. Because in off season, his legs look like they're fucking the strong part.
Balloons, yeah. And if he can come in with those legs like that, he's going to be really hard to beat.
Bro, his ab, you know how remember how he was hitting his ab and thigh? Remember how he was hitting the abs? How it was just like this, nothing connected here. Now it looks like it's that big and fully detailed in his ab and thigh.
If I was him, I would squat till the last fucking day.
And then he was doing a lot of stuff that I'm not having him do because I don't think it's necessary that he was doing. But I'm just saying he will be, even his bottom, his lats and his upper middle back trapezius area, that was underdeveloped to me. It was just too much here, nothing really down here. I mean, everything's going to be better.
So all these things you're going to fix in what?
2
months?
Couple months, yeah.
Oh, you're going to be the richest trainer in the world if that happens.
You know what?
Everybody's going to come see Chris. I said, Chris, man, my legs is my weak body part, man. Come on, help me out. I got 3 weeks.
If you're willing to go through the pain, yeah, you can do it. You can do it in 2 months.
Milos, what are we doing wrong all these years?
I had a guy come to camp when I was in Kuwait. He had no back at all. And we can bring him on. He could tell you. I got photos of it. He had no back. And within 2 weeks, he left there with a substantial looking physique. He got his pro card now. But we did that in just a couple of weeks of work.
That's shocking. I mean, I love you, Chris, and I want to see it. I mean, because of course, if you can make somebody gain back in 2 weeks, let me go.
So thinking about 2 months. 2 months.
I'm going
2 months, 100%. 2 months, and I'm just telling you, my connection level is off the charts. I'm telling you, and like I said, you could talk to Breon about it. You could talk to people who's actually done it with me for a long period of time.
Who else is there we can talk to?
It's kid. Kid took third in the national.
Yeah, I mean, I'm serious.
Kid took third in the nationals. Look at it. Okay, I'm gonna look at what you said yesterday. This is Jake and Facina.
Because I'm thinking, Chris, you should be on the map like a.
Yeah, but people act like I'm not that guy, and I'm totally that guy.
Well, but if you are, there's no denying, right?
No.
If you can change
this is a slow, but it's not an all shot up look, not injected to get to this point, and he went there. This is Jake. We met in Palm Springs on the one on the left.
That's a
What am I looking at now? I'm looking at the left is from a week before?
I met him that was our first workout. And the other was our last workout.
How long?
Huh?
How long were you guys training?
We trained for about 4 years.
Oh, so that's 4 years in between?
Yeah.
That makes all the sense in the world. I don't have a problem with that. I'm just thinking, if you do things like this in 2 months, why wouldn't
Yeah.
everybody jump on this, man?
Because
If I
some
would
people
have
don't really
known
want to
that,
put in that work.
if I would have known that fucking 20 years ago, I would have said, Milos, I'm out of here, man. Let me go. Let me go over see Chris. I'm gonna hang out with Chris here.
People don't really want to do it, but it's like I dissect the physique, and like I never been that close to Derek to be like, okay, what's not here? What's not connecting? I
No
felt
doubt
like
in
a
my
lot of
mind
things.
that you know what you're talking about because you've been there and done it, and this is always going to be.
Yeah, but like I say, people on the internet act like I'm not that guy, and I'm totally that.
No. What I'm saying,
You are that guy for sure.
you are for sure.
Even people
What I'm saying
should
is,
just give
I'm
you a
thinking
chance.
this. It's different if you take a beginner. Yeah, he goes fast because it hasn't been there yet. But I just think it like a guy like Derek, who's been training for how many years on the highest level.
Yeah,
Sure, he hears everything people say that his legs are too small and this is this, and I'm sure he's working out the way he's supposed to. That's why it's for me. It's a little harder.
he
I'm not saying he's perfect with all
has
his.
new stress, new
I'm
stress.
just saying it's for me harder to believe that you can just all of a sudden change something in a short amount of time. I don't say it's not possible. It's just harder to believe.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you.
If he comes in, I'm telling you this, if he comes in with legs the way they impress me in off season, because he's never fat, he's always super lean all year. So I don't think he needs to lose it. I don't think he needs to lose his legs. I think if he can hold on to his legs where his lower half looks as dominant as it right now, probably, I think it's just a total different picture already.
I'm a balanced guy, and then I throw my career, and I can look at a physique, and I'm like, okay, you know, I'm looking at everything that's wrong with it. So the strength, okay, but when he would pose, he's not even utilizing his sartorius muscle very much at all. It's almost embedded in his leg, and that's gonna be
Hold on. He is riding the horse, and when you ride the horse, Sartorius is all over.
sartorius all over.
Yeah,
No.
when you Sartorius strong muscle, you have to spread the legs.
Yeah,
You know, so he is.
yeah, and the brachialis was like not even really developed. The lower lats was not really developed.
What about the abs? Do you know what his ab training is like?
100%.
It looks like he has a thin ab wall.
Bro, it's gonna be rocking and red. I told him I want him to be cocky when they hit that, when they call ab and thigh. I want you to be cocky.
Oh, don't tell him to be cocky, please.
I'm talking about like I was cocky with it because I knew I had the shit. I want you to know that you have it, you've been working on it, and it's an every other day thing. It's not about I'm gonna do it. I did it because I was like, okay, let me see what you've been doing. And I was like,
Let's cut the shit.
no.
Then he beat Samson at the Arnold.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Can you believe that?
Oh, if no one's ever seen you like this before, it wasn't it wasn't. Let's say he's in tip-top shape and built different. Yeah, everyone know that was his weak point with the ab and thigh, right?
I think his condition is not going to be a problem.
Hey, right, exactly. Me either. So let's just say you built different. Let's say you built.
What about this here? Is this going to fire or
Yes.
is it going to be like a 3-cylinder?
Yes. Let's say we got that. Let's say the ab and thigh is six-packed out, shredded,
What about
it out.
Okay, abs. Okay. What about the chest? We gonna see the
See shit. Yes.
struck out like
Yes.
hopefully Raymond.
Yes.
Wait. Okay.
I have no doubt.
Hold on. Chris, you're a little biased now. You know, you're going.
No, I'm not.
Milos,
No, I'm
going
not.
into my category. You know,
No, I'm not.
Hey,
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are, Chris. Come stop.
No, I'm not. I see. Listen, this is what I told him when I was there. I said, you know what? Going and coming down here, I'm still thinking Samson is here. Samson is Mr. Olympia. I said, but what I've seen out of these days I was here, I'm thinking different now because you were never built up right to me. Your ab and thighs sucked. And I
You
told him
talking
that
about
big
one
gap
pose. You keep talking about one single
because
pose.
it was glaring weakness. It was a
I
glaring.
know, but even if it's not going to win that pose, you
But
still have to
you
win
cut
the
me
belt,
off
right?
before I was finishing, though.
Okay, I want to hear what Jose has to say.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, let's just say I've seen some things that made it very promising, and what he's willing to do to get there and make it happen. I've seen this
I
happen
like a
time
conversation
and
like this. I love it. I love it. And if you're right,
time
I'm
and
gonna
time
buy
again.
stocks. I told you
Yeah,
last week,
for
I'm gonna
sure.
buy some Chris Cormier stocks because I know he's
100%.
well.
I'll put
I
everything
think
on it.
I think he could beat Samson if he makes these improvements you're saying.
I do too. That's what I'm saying.
It's a wackier physique. You know, if he's got those huge quads, tiny waist, huge lats.
Now, something else, Jose. Do you believe that he's going to come in with the huge? Do you think it's possible for him?
Yes. Because I've seen him for the past many years where it was mind blowing how good his quads were.
then
And a
all of
month later, they're gone.
Yeah.
So that's something that he was doing.
What could it be? You mean we all been there? What do you think is?
I think he's stomping on the treadmill, step mill too much, and
Yeah,
his
but-
body isn't taking it.
but
Remember, that's a lot of new muscle. His muscle's relatively new in the last few years.
Yeah, but
So
I like it. I like it because people are gonna be. It's gonna be on full display. How I can help a person. It has nothing to do with diet. It has
sounds
nothing.
like a super biased coach.
Okay.
No, and you have every right to be that because if you seen him, we didn't. If you see, really,
I'm willing to put up everything to say this is what's going to happen to his body.
reminds me a little bit like Rubiel because
No, different guy.
Don't
Different
put it
guy.
all up now.
This is a Mr. Olympia. Rubio's only done two shows in his life.
It wasn't about. It was a different one. It
was not a building.
It was about beating another person, not to win the show. Okay,
10K.
listen.
10K.
I agree with you. I agree.
10K, what I say is going to happen. 10K.
Okay. Yeah.
10K.
10K.
Wait, 10K that he beat Samson?
Oh,
10K that he what? No, I'm not saying he's going to beat. I'm not saying 10K he's going to beat Samson. 10K, the things that's going to happen to his physique is going to happen.
Oh, I mean, listen.
And what I'm saying, I can't say what the judge is going to do, but I can say what he's going to be looking like.
Oh yeah, Chris. Who's going to bet against that? I mean, for him to bet the Olympia is already an
I'm just saying, I'm very sure of it because you said that you heard this before. As I'm telling you, bro.
No.
This guy.
I brought the different scenario up with Rubio where you said he's going to beat.
Remember,
going back down there early January, and then we going to.
I believe if Derek comes in the way you said, and if the way we think he can, I mean, I still see him on the stage in Pittsburgh, next to all these guys. If he can do this on a competition stage,
yeah,
absolutely.
So, Dennis, Chris, just 1 second. Chris Acedo said Jose Raymond has a best eye in bodybuilding, and I agree with it. Okay. Mm. That's why I want to pick his brain, and he's here, and I love that he's here. Analysis, okay, Jose, yours, pose by pose. Derek Samson, Derek Andrew Jack. Okay. Pose by pose.
Front double. Derek.
Over Samson. Over
both. Yeah, over both of them because it's a freakier look. It's they're more like that, and he is those hanging lats with a tiny waist, big round quads. I give him that one. I think he loses the front lat to both of them. I think Samson beats him in a side chest. I think Andrew not so much because the side leg. Rear lat, Derek beats both of them. But Samson at the Olympia was pretty incredible. That's one of the biggest improvements I've seen in bodybuilding in the last year and a half. Like how much he improved that back.
Wait. Hey, wait. No, I don't want to interrupt you too much, but I'm helping him on posing too. So keep going.
I was going to ask you that.
Hey, keep going.
Rear
keep
double.
Going.
I think.
Keep going what you know.
I think Derek beats both of them in the rear double.
Oh, yeah.
And that's only because I haven't seen Andrew absolutely peeled yet.
No one's coming close in the back.
Right. And Derek's a special level of conditioning in the glutes and hams, like, and his back is crazy.
They already started.
The ab and thigh, I think both of them beat Derek in the ab and
What
thigh.
about the side triceps?
I would say
Hold on, Chris. Let
Samson.
both they finish this.
I mean, I would say Andrew, but I wouldn't say Samson.
Okay, go ahead, Jose. What about the side
I
triceps?
would say Andrew beats. Samson beats him on the side tricep, and Derek beats Andrew on the side tricep. Just because Andrew has really difficulty in his side poses and really showing that leg.
So ab and thigh.
Ab and thigh, they both beat him. They both have incredible deep etched abs. And I haven't seen that
Where they
from
go in
Derek
ab and
yet.
thigh?
What's that?
What do you say about ab and thigh?
They both beat him.
They both.
Samson and Andrew.
That's where you're wrong.
Okay.
Well, maybe not in March.
Chris right now is seeing the future.
Yeah.
He's already at Arnold.
I
He's
think
already
they both beat him in the most muscular as well.
I'm gonna hit you up after this.
Please do.
I'm gonna hit you up.
Chris, why don't we do this? Why, maybe not me, but maybe somebody else is interested. Why don't you put 10,000 of him beating Samson?
No, that's
Because that's up to the judges, though. But I'm telling you what he's gonna look like. What he's gonna
If you fix those two poses, ab and thigh,
Oh, yeah, it's fixed.
most muscular,
So
that's massive.
Chris, you really think that his ab and thigh is going to be better than
better than you ever
Andrew's?
Better than Samson? Yeah, easy.
What about Andrew?
Well, Andrew got some spectacular abs. I don't know, but he's gonna be right there he's gonna be right there with him, going blow for blow for sure. I'm telling you.
I can't wait to see it.
Dennis, if you ever trusted anything I ever said about this guy, I'm just telling you, I walked away from there and I told him, I said, dog, coming here, I thought Sam's gonna beat you. I said, I think you got a shot now. I think you got a shot.
Yeah, I mean, that means coming from you, that means something.
You got a shot.
So he impressed the shit out of you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But now, see, that's the situation that the way we know Derek is in that kind of size that he has right now. Before the show, he looks his best. So I hope you're not just blown away because you look at him now
when he's full.
No, Dennis, I look at the faults. I don't care about
it's all ripped up. It might change.
Not the bells and whistles. I'm thinking about the weaknesses, and that's what I was trying to correct. The weaknesses I see in the physique.
I think it's going to be interesting. I can't wait.
Very interesting.
I saw some pictures of Derek like maybe a week after the show, and his legs were already back.
Yeah.
They were full as hell again.
It's what he did, bro. I'm telling you. It's what he did.
But whatever he did
doing that week up.
Yeah, he needs to not do it.
I know.
It seems like a simple fix.
Does he know what he did wrong?
Yes, exactly. He told me.
Okay, so you can't talk about it?
I just don't want to talk about his business. I want his trust in when we talk. We talk. If he want to put things out, that's up to him.
Yeah. It's not good, not good. But listen, how many guys placed top 3 in the first 3 Olympias?
Not many.
Not many, and he did. So you got to give him a credit.
Absolutely.
And first Olympia was like by a couple of points.
And that was his worst look ever. That third.
Yeah.
And that was after winning the 212 Olympia.
Yeah.
So it's really 4. The things Derek has done in his career are unlike pretty much anyone. He won the USA's. A week later, he won Tampa. A week later, he went to the Olympia and placed top 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah.
In less than a month.
With not a lackluster ab and thigh. Like just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, I hate saying this because I contradict myself. If I'm Derek, I would stay with the vacuum pose for the ab shot. I actually feel even partially guilty for making it so obvious. Because ab shot, it just didn't do for him nothing.
If he hits it right.
This one is.
Okay.
This one is.
I don't believe in anyone hitting a vacuum for an ab and thigh because that's not an ab and thigh.
Me neither. I was sticking to that. But
this one, Milos, I'm telling you, I'm
Mm.
telling you, this win is gonna be different.
Here's the problem, Chris. Okay,
Okay, so tell me the
I'm
problem.
gonna say when he hits the abs, waist becomes wider.
No, it don't.
Oh, yes. You know,
No, it
you
don't.
cannot compare.
No,
You
it
can,
don't.
okay. Wait,
No, it don't. You know
Okay,
why? Hey,
let's
listen.
ask Jose. Jose, when Derek is just standing there without a vacuum, does he have that super small waist that he has when
But
he
you,
does the front legs with a vacuum in, or a frontal biceps with a vacuum in? He doesn't have that.
Of course not. No.
I think that, but Milos, I think that I'm one of the best posing coaches in the entire world,
I agree.
especially when it comes to. Okay, so what do you think I would do with him with an ab and thigh? You
You're
know,
gonna teach him how to hit the abs
yes,
without
you
crunching
know the
down.
things
I
I
know.
do.
Keep his lats open.
Yeah, exactly. You
Yeah.
know what I do, Milos, because you saw me do it. What if he does that? Just think, what if he does that exactly what I do?
I hope so. Listen,
No. What do you think what would that look like?
it's gonna look pretty good, but listen, I still don't think that he can, beat guys in that pose.
Oh,
I
do.
don't think he can beat anybody in the most muscular pose.
I think you're gonna be impressed.
Okay, I hope so. Listen,
You're gonna be impressed.
you
And
have
I
to
think
love the
it's gonna
guy.
impress the judge-
What he
and
accomplished.
I think it's gonna impress the judges a lot. That's what I know.
Yeah, but he's gonna be next to two tall, wide guys with the 300 pounds
His
plus.
waist looks like it's this in the ab and thigh now.
Yeah,
And the lats are here. His waist looks like it's that and fully. I'm telling you, he was never
Fully developed abs.
Yeah, fully. He was never
So-
really even training them.
Jose, you were
Well,
asking.
that makes all the difference in the world.
All the difference in the world.
That's why I asked you, do you know what he
Real
trained?
quick.
It looked to me like he
Sure.
has a very thin ab wall and he hasn't put time into them.
Yeah, and he needs to build it. He still needs to build it, but
Yeah.
it's there. It's there for the taking. I'm telling you. I put that on everything I love.
Yeah. I think Hadi's got the best abs, some of the best abs in history.
Oh yeah,
That shot.
Everything works out
and a lot of Persian people do.
because if it doesn't, you never hear the end of it.
Good.
I
Bring it
love your
on.
passion. No, listen, I love your passion, Chris. I love it.
Bring it on.
Chris,
I mean,
Milo, he is no different from you. He's the same as you.
Hey,
I was
no,
going to say that.
What you believe in
These are the two
someone,
most biased coaches in the business right here.
he's no different than you, Milos, because
But
I
am willing to sacrifice, leave my home,
now
go
can you
to his
imagine?
house,
No.
and do this
Jose,
with him. And we're gonna meet twice in January, and hopefully once in February.
Hopefully that's enough.
And
Jose,
yeah,
can you imagine if Milos was still Samson's coach right now? Would be
Oh, they'd be fist fighting.
Milos is holding back. Can you tell?
Yeah.
Milos is holding back.
Hey,
Yeah.
everything I said about Samson before, I was just a biased coach. I'm still saying it.
Yeah, I know. But if you were still
So
coaching,
if I was biased talking, I would not be saying it now. I was supposed to say something different. He has the best body in the world. He's the best bodybuilder. So
Yeah.
okay, Jose, body wise, Samson, Derek, when you see them before they start even posing, just like glance at them, can they be compared?
Well, standing relaxed. I mean relaxed, not up like this.
Yeah.
Samson is the most impressive guy on earth. When he just walks out, he's not even posing yet. So yeah, I mean he's the most impressive guy.
Okay.
But in a front relaxed, in a front double, I'd still pick Derek's shape. It's because it's more outlandish.
Okay.
Like the shape, the taper and whatnot.
Yeah. Derek shocked me in 2022 Olympia when he stepped on the stage and opened up. That was a shocker.
Yep.
Yeah. But I lost that shocker feeling by the 2023. And I analyzed more, not just a silhouette. Then you have to go deeply in it and see. Front double, obviously, when you vacuum it, there is not much happening. You only see a silhouette. Then you see the arms. Arms are not perfectly peaked.
We're working on it.
Working on it. Okay. I know
Something happened.
2 weeks, you're going to make a peaks. Yeah.
Something
I'm just
happened at the
telling you.
24 Olympia.
Okay. Here's the thing. If you flush enough blood, you can change the shape of a bicep. It was I was not really impressed with the biceps even when I saw him. So I said, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna bombard it with a bunch of blood over the next month and see what type of shape we can come up with there because it needs to be better. And plus the way you pose it, from your pinky, you have a connection in your bicep and that short head of the bicep. You got to utilize all of that throughout the training and the posing.
You don't think Hani already put some blood in there?
No,
The
Hunt is not the
FST7?
trainer I am, brother.
Chris,
All
Hunt
right.
is not the trainer I am. He dip in and do some
Chris,
shots,
but you
videos.
know how it is. Some people that have flatter biceps, and you know, there's not much
Yeah.
to do other than make it bigger. You know, and it doesn't. I don't think it's going to change the shape drastically.
I'm
Unless,
more of a detailed
unless you start
trainer.
doing
Yeah,
it. And
yeah.
I hope he's not doing that just to change the peak of his neck.
No.
No,
No.
um I think
I don't think he needs to have better
no,
peak biceps.
this is some work. That I'm not even like a shot up type of coach. I'm not that type of guy.
Can't
I
wait
got
for
more integrity in my training.
Yeah.
Who do you guys think is going to be the top 3 at the Arnold?
They want we talk about the top 3.
There is a no chance. There's 100% we know top 3, right? You know, Samson
Yeah.
and Derek. In which order?
No surprises.
Yeah.
Sam, who is Martin Fitzwater doing it?
No.
No.
No Nick Walker, no Martin Fitzwater, no well, who else?
So the 3 top names are Andrew, Samson, and Derek.
Yeah.
No Hunter. Yep.
Okay.
And Andrew from Arnold Classic, because you were saying, Jose, if he is ripped,
who's the next highest up after Andrew? Isn't that John De La Rosa or Akim?
Bonac.
Bonac. No, but when did Bonac plays at the Olympia?
7.
7th?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
He's-
Brandon Curry. I'm sorry.
Brandon Curry.
But Dale Rose is gonna be
Those are still guys that are still in the mix somewhat. This is going to have an uphill battle, you know, a real hard battle just to get in there. So they need to catch some of these guys off guard and just be at their all-time best. I think that's the only way they can even, you know, somewhat get in there. It's going to be hard.
At his all-time best. Can he win?
Who?
Brandon Curry.
I think with a guy like Samson, I don't know. I don't think he can beat if Samson is in shape. Now, listen, you know, Samson can come in, be way off, like we've seen him many times, and there's a few guys that can beat him because he's not in shape. But if Samson is in shape, it's going to be very hard for even, you know, for Brandon, for William. It's how.
It's so hard to say this because I competed in my 40s. But
Yeah.
once you hit 40, 41, 42, things drastically change. And it could happen in a month.
You can see it. You can see it on William. You remember how William used to be this? He was
Huge.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's
And
not there no more. The waist looks wider a little bit, you know. It just looks like you start, you know, you can see he's declining. Of course, the condition is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about his body. And I compared it to myself when I did the Masters in 2012. I was 245 or something pounds. And I compared the same picture with the same, pose with the same pose from 6 years prior with the same body weight. It looked like a sad fucking copy. For real. I thought my shit was still good because you see yourself decline, but then you see yourself getting in shape, and you be like, yeah, I still got it. When you don't really have it. You know what I'm saying? You don't really have it. We all been there.
Oh yeah, it's the worst feeling in the world.
You know, when the mirror lies to you.
So we have a multiple Olympia
But
winners.
you know you have your favorite
over
mirror
40.
somewhere. Yeah. So I think it's going to be very hard for William, because William, even at the Olympia, man, he was in shape.
Oh.
Condition-wise,
all year long.
can't get any better.
Yeah.
So his body is not there to compete with those guys. And I think he knows. Deep inside, he knows. I don't think he's going to the Arnold thinking he's going to win.
Right.
I think he just likes to compete. And, and it helps his brand. It helps what he's doing, and I love for him to compete. He's still got it. I mean, for his age.
He's still doing well. He won a show last year.
Right,
He
right.
placed top 10 at the Olympia, still making money.
Yeah.
It's just,
legs.
it's not the guy that placed second at the Olympia.
Right.
Hmm.
So let's talk about your guy, Milos Beruz. Is he doing the FIBO?
Well,
That would be a show for him. 25,000.
yeah, 100,000 sounds way better.
I know. Shit.
Okay.
If
So,
if you find the one to chip in with 75, we can make it 100.
I don't want to say anything that it's not confirmed yet, but he hired a law firm to help him, and I have super high hopes. I exchanged a few emails and everything, and I hope it's going to happen.
You're talking about the visa for the U.S.
Yeah, for visa. He has a Schengen visa, so of course he can do the FIBO. I didn't talk to him yet about
He
that.
needs to qualify, right?
What?
He needs to qualify.
Yeah, he needs to qualify, yes. Yeah, but
Is Bader putting on a big show in Dubai?
yes,
Yes.
A big money show, right?
I think
It's
the
over
dad
100
is-
grand
Yeah.
for first.
Oh yeah, for sure.
How much
When
for
is
the
that?
first?
It's
Um,
over 100.
No,
Yeah.
but total. Is it total? Not for the first.
No. First place is either 100 or 200, something like that.
No,
Yeah,
no.
it's something. It's gonna be more than there's ever been.
Oh, you mean this year, next year, the one?
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
thought
It was
100,000
100 this year because Breon took 60.
Hmm?
so it was 100,000 for the winner.
Yeah, because Breon won 60,000, the most he ever won.
Who won? Didn't Beirut win the show?
Yeah.
So he got
It's
100,000.
100.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We need a couple
So-
more.
It's gonna be more. It's probably gonna be 200 or probably gonna be 100 for Classic.
Think about it. 100,000 first. That was like Olympia prize money from back in the days.
I would have
Yeah.
won the cruise to do the Arnold Classic.
And how many people showed up?
On which one?
And how many people showed up? For prize money like this, I mean,
Yeah.
shouldn't everybody be on that stage?
Everybody. I think that this next year is going to be Dubai show is going to be mini Olympia. I think so.
Hmm.
Pittsburgh is going to be mini Olympia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they should take the gloves off and let the promoter pay whatever the hell he wants and just do it.
Well,
Yeah,
Promoter-
the
Yeah.
title of Mr. Olympia is still the title, even if Bader gives $1 million. I think they should allow it.
I don't think
But-
anybody is there yet. But
Be there.
they don't tell you how much prize money you can give. I don't know about going, above the Olympia prize money, but who would want to do that right now? If I had that kind of money, shit, you think I would worry about shows?
okay.
Yeah,
So Jose, you were 212, but you did enter open shows. I watched Ferrigno show. I mean, phenomenal. So what made you decide to switch to the open? And do you think it's okay for all the 212s to just decide, okay, let's try ourselves at the open?
yes.
The show?
Because I wanted to be known as a great bodybuilder, not a great 212. And as long as I only did 212 shows, that's all I would be. And I knew at that stage of my career, when I was at my best, I could stand with anyone. So I wanted to.
Did you
And-
feel you won the 212 Olympia before?
What's that?
In your heart, did you feel like you won? That you was the #1 in the world before?
Yes.
Feel like you did. What year was that?
2015.
2015.
It was
No
no
matter what the
disrespect.
judges say,
No,
you feel like you
no.
was the best up there.
I do. And I had every right to feel that way.
Yeah.
And to going back to your question, if Derek would ever say that, I would never say like, I'm the best. I would say I trained to be the best. And I feel I'm one of the best because at that stage, I know Flex thought I was the most dangerous guy to him. I know he didn't worry about anyone else, but I think he definitely was looking over his shoulder at me.
Hmm.
And, I have the utmost respect for the judges. I judge locally myself. And I don't think there was any conspiracy for me not to win or anything like that. I just think, sometimes the aura in the room, the way it is, they just go with the guy, the safe call. I think it would have been fun for bodybuilding. And I think I beat him more than just once. I think I beat him in 2017 in Korea. I think there was some times where it was very close. And, but I hate even discussing this because it sounds disrespectful to a good friend of mine, but he doesn't judge and I don't
I like
judge.
discussing it. I like it. Because
Yeah.
I think it feel that way. I like it. That's
Yeah.
why
I don't think it's disrespectful. I mean, that's why I'm saying if I'm going to say I'm better than you, I'm the best bodybuilder in the world. How am I better than you? Okay. So if your opinion is that you beat him in Korea on 2015 Olympia, 2017, you're a very good judge. You have a best eye in bodybuilding. You probably have a reasons. Did Hadi beat him in Korea?
I was in that show. I was third. I think we both beat him. I do.
You're right.
I think he
Yeah, I
was
was in that
sick, to
show.
be honest. I think he was sick, Flex. I'm pretty sure Neil didn't make it to the show. I think he had a stomach virus. He was really dehydrated, flat, thin. He looked almost thin for Flex, And both me and Hadi were full blown. And, it was a week after the Olympia.
Yeah.
I don't think Sandy wanted to, have Mr. Olympia come in third a week after the Olympia.
on
So
her,
it just
on
They
her.
should allow it. They should allow it.
they should, yeah. I agree. But I remember that was my first introduction to Hadi. And here's something crazy. No one knows about this. At weigh-ins, we got on the scale and we all watched each other closely. Me, David Henry, Flex, and Hadi each weighed
A
209.6.
good top four right there.
209.6. What are the chances? Yeah, I looked at Hadi. I'm like, he's got to be 220. There's no way and he was 209.6. It was just a weird thing that the what are the chances?
Was it digital scale?
Yes. So
Maybe
Maybe
they
that,
put the
maybe that
stop
was the
on
only
that.
number on the scale. Everybody was 209.6.
I know that's what I'm getting at. I think they just locked it in there. That's a good number.
Everybody's making it.
Everybody
Yeah, we
made
all
it.
made weight.
Yeah,
But
'cause
Hadi was incredible. He was incredible. And he's improved so much since then. But I remember just watching him hit his quarter turns and how sharp he was in the midsection. That was the most impressive thing to me was his midsection. And for such a thick dude, and everything else was good. He was really wide through the shoulders. But yeah, that day that was a tough one. And I remember Hadi didn't take it well. I mean, he probably only lost one show in his life prior to that.
yeah, he didn't take it. He didn't take well not winning in San Marino that one year. I was
Yeah, he lost to Cedric, right?
yeah, Cedric won, and he did beat Brandon Curry though.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
his entourage didn't take it well. I thought me and Steve we had to go throw down. I was literally about to jump off stage because they got up and it got heated with his manager or whoever that guy was. It was close. And I'm trying to tell him, I pulled this one guy that spoke English. I said, listen, don't fuck it up for him.
Right.
If you want this guy to have success, you better slow this. His manager was going nuts. They just so passionate about him. And he was great, man. I got to tell you, he was good.
Yeah.
I'm standing on stage as an MC, you don't see as good, but from what I saw close,
He was definitely the sharpest guy. Cedric was big and pretty, and he had good condition too. I competed against Cedric the week before that show.
Oh yeah.
The top four was Cedric. Brandon won, Cedric second, and
You were third.
No, I was fourth. It was the white masters guy. I
Oh,
always
yeah,
forget
yeah.
his name.
The
So
Josh Wade.
Josh Wade, that's it.
Yeah, you
He
were
was
fourth.
third. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I wanted to be compared directly next to Cedric and Brandon. And that's why I did the show. I wanted to see that.
Yeah. See,
I was in the same call out.
that's the thinking that I'm missing today. People doing shows because they want to stand next to these guys.
Yeah. I want to see what I look like
You
next
didn't
to a
go there.
6'2" guy.
Yeah, you didn't go there thinking I'm going there to win. I'm just want to stand next to these guys to see what I look like.
Yeah. And we have, unfortunately, Cedric goes on to pass away. I have those pictures forever,
Yeah.
with me and Cedric next to each other on stage and having a good time. He was a great guy. And had I not done the show, I never would have had that opportunity.
Right,
See?
right.
That's exactly what I was saying about Prague show and being next to Martin and Sebum and people passing on it, right?
Ah,
Your picture's going to be taken right between them, next to them. Like, what the hell? A lifetime of memories. I'm glad you mentioned this. Jose, there were people competing in Romania and then in Spain, and they were even in Prague watching the show. It didn't go on the stage.
yeah.
What the hell?
Everyone has their reasons, but obviously we were super passionate. I averaged 5 or 6 shows a year for 10 years straight.
Did you compete for the money?
No, we didn't make money. It was $3,000.
Okay. So on
Cost
that
me more
point,
to get there.
when Dennis was saying initially, guys are not showing up, and I don't want to push, my issue, but I was going into European tour, knowing there is no way I'm going to be top 5, and I'm entering 7 shows.
Yeah.
It was not about the money.
No, you love
So, I'm
bodybuilding.
glad you said it. Dennis initially didn't plan on even making any money, right? First time you get the bonus, is like, oh, what the hell? I mean,
Yeah.
Chris maybe differently, but
I forgot that you get paid until they put a check in my hand.
yeah.
That's huge.
Oh, shit, I get to do this and get paid. I said, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
But that brings us to the predictions. Since we all here, what are we officially, how many weeks out?
10, 9.
And so it's getting closer. All right. Arnold Classic predictions. I need from you all the
Shit,
top
man.
6 in order.
And I forgot who else is entering,
I'll give you a couple of names because we forgot to talk about one when Jose asked who's going to be the top 3, and then I said, who's the next highest guy in the show? And I mentioned Brandon Curry and William Bonac and John De La Rosa, and I forgot to mention Sean Clarita.
That's right.
Because Sean Clarita, and I said this last week, Sean Clarita, he's that guy that catches the big ones off guard. If anybody is not in shape, Sean Clarita will be the one that can beat him. I don't care if you're 120 pounds bigger than him. It doesn't matter. That's how I feel.
I'll go as far to say I guarantee he's top 6.
Yeah.
That's almost disrespectful to him.
You don't have to say nothing now because I'll get to you in a second, and then you can put your top 6 in particular order. I'm going to start with Milos today because Chris got him last week.
Okay. Samson winning, Andrew second, Derek third.
Samson.
I do believe that Derek is phenomenal, and so don't get me wrong. I just think that Andrew is better bodybuilder and has more to offer. Yes, if he fixes his sides, like Jose said, if his hamstring gets thicker and position him, I think that side triceps, he can pull it off. He's just turning to the front triceps too quickly. He should stay because chest, shoulders, arms, abs are crazy. But anyway, second, Andrew, third, Derek. Now, fourth, what did I say last week? Do you have my last week predictions?
It's in the studio, and I'm at home today. I'm sorry.
I do have a. Yeah, I said that Brandon Curry because I do have a belief that Brandon's going to bring his best in years, and let's not forget, even those 2 years when he was not placing super high at Olympia, he was making top 5. this was the only Olympia that he slipped down. So if he brings the package, I think,
Is Akim doing it?
yeah,
Yep.
he's doing it. Akim is doing it. So I'm going to give a Brandon fourth. I'm going to give a Sean Clarida fifth. Yeah. And Sean can move ahead of Brandon if Brandon is not on, for sure.
Okay. Who do you have?
You asking me?
No,
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 no.
well, I don't have a sixth place. Hold on. I'm a huge fan of what Akim Williams is bringing lately. But you said John De La Rosa, who else? Bonac.
Bonac?
Ooh, I'll go with Bonac. Six Bonac.
Bonac.
Is it Bonac or Bonac?
Bonac. I don't know, man. I read Bonac. I don't know if it's Boniac. Bonac. I think it's
I
Bonac.
heard it was Bonac, so that's how I call him. But I
Yeah.
call everybody wrong.
We had about 15 years to ask him how to pronounce it and move around.
Jay
now.
calls him Bonac.
Yeah. Okay, Chris.
I'm gonna go for the upset.
No, you had Samson winning last week.
Go for the upset. Derek, Samson. Cause it happened before when
Oh.
Ronnie lost to what's his name? I was in that show.
I was in that show too.
Yeah?
Gunther.
New Orleans.
GNC.
GNC, yeah. Andrew third.
You came
Fourth.
from Holland when you went there, remember?
Yeah. Fourth.
Okay, Eric, Samson.
Fourth is
Third.
Third.
He said Andrew.
Oh, okay. Fourth.
would it be bad to say
It's never bad. Whatever you think, man. Come on. You don't have to ask for no permission. You Chris Cormier. Come on.
Florida
Clarita, Sean in fourth.
Williams.
Bonac.
De La Rosa.
De La Rosa. So you do not give Brandon a shot. Yeah.
Fluid.
All right.
He's
I'm gonna go first because we let the guests go last. I will go with Samson winning. I will go with Derek in second. I'm going with Andrew in third. I'm going with Sean Clarita in fourth. I'm going with
And you.
Huh?
I wrote your top four.
Hold on. Going with Brandon in fifth. And I'm going out on the limb for sixth place. And I'm gonna give it to Carlos Thomas Jr.
Oh, we didn't even get to talk about him.
Yeah,
Yep.
I had him in top six last week. Yeah.
Because I think if this guy ever pulls it together, gets in shape,
He can beat all of them.
he
He can beat all of them.
could beat a dark horse.
He's like a gigantic Black Dirk
Crazy.
with that waist, that shape.
He just doesn't have that back.
Not yet,
Not yet.
but he's got arms for days.
And quads. It's quads.
Yeah,
His hamstrings is sitting on his fucking calf.
I can't wait to see him pull it together. That's going to be
All right,
lights
Jose,
out.
it's your turn.
All right,
And this is
I'm
something,
gonna.
this is now. We are 8 or 9 or 10 weeks out. This can change in the next.
Yeah, we can do it again.
Yeah.
I don't foresee a current Mr. Olympia that's consistently improving at the level he has. I don't see him losing. So Samson is going to win. I do think, however, Derek has yet to lose to Andrew. And I think, as Chris said, he's going to be better than the Olympia. So Derek will be in second. Andrew, I'm hesitant. I haven't heard much about him lately. Usually Chris is telling me every day. updates about what's going on with Andrew, and I don't know anything. So, but I'll put him in third. My guy Akim in fourth. I think that guy's too big, too much, and way too overlooked. Then I'll go with Sean, Clarita, and then Brandon in sixth. And, I hate that. Brandon has the capability of winning, but I mean, Father Time catches us all.
Yeah.
What is he, 42?
He's got to be. Got to be 42, 43.
Yeah.
And
Last
it's
time,
not like he has
hey,
injuries, but
last time Dennis checked on Samson's age, he said 32, right?
how old is he?
38.
7 or 8, I don't
I
know.
can only tell you what it says here on Wikipedia. If they fuck it up, what am I supposed to say? Brandon
Wikipedia is the
40
worst thing.
42. He says born 82 and 42 years old. Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 42. Yeah, 42 is not bad nowadays. And he's a brother, too. Chris, relax.
Samson is 42?
No, Brandon.
Oh. Yeah.
Jose, why do you think they overlook Akim so much?
Because he's got really high lats. And they think it's funky looking. I don't know. But it doesn't change the fact that Dennis,
Yeah,
you know all about the high lat thing.
Yeah,
They-
but for Akim, it's not so much the high lats. It's for me when I look at his back double biceps and compare it with him a couple of years ago. He's got that Ramy syndrome. I mean, I don't know what's happening. It's disappearing. It's going higher and higher, and if he keeps going, he's going to have a back double bicep that looks like there's nothing there.
Yeah, I understand that,
So
but
his stance relaxed, and opens up. You can see it. It still has his back, but as soon as he puts his arms up, everything just disappears from the top of the glutes all the way to past the mid.
But Chris will tell you it is a posing issue. I've been in the room with him and Chris at the Olympia, and I'm like, please try this, please. Instead of crunching on the abs in the front double, he's got to open up and show the lats and do that. Same thing in his front relax.
I'm talking about the rear. From the front, he's unbelievable. I think.
Yeah, I think he's got to open up more. He can improve his posing so much more. And I think even the back issue is a posing issue. I'm not sure it's injury. I think it's how he's doing it.
Why would your back atrophy if it's not the issue?
Well, I don't know that it is. I don't think he ever had low tie-in lats.
I'm not even talking about the lats right now. I'm just talking about the back. Because if you look at it and you compare it, I mean, if it's opposing, then I was like, why wouldn't he pose like he posed 4 years ago, 3, 5
Right.
years ago? So there is something happening, and it's the same with Ramy. You see, Ramy's back is deteriorating. It's atrophy going higher and higher. And
it happened to Jay.
He used to have low lats.
It did happen to Jay.
So it can't be a posing issue. It can't be the training. It has
damaging your body somehow, some way. You're damaging, deteriorating the body.
Yeah, I hate it for him because if he would have his back like it was, he'd be doing way better. He'd be top 6 at the Olympia every year, easy.
I think so.
Easy.
I think he's top 5 in this show, 4 or 5, top 4. I have him.
He can be. I mean, if I look at him the way he looked when he won the show in Europe, he looked unbelievable. I'm just saying, if he goes against these guys when they turn around, it's like a PlayStation.
Yeah.
You got to have a back. You can't just stand there and just lose two shots right off the bat. 2 important shots. And I think
He's solid front to back. He definitely is solid everywhere.
From the side and from the front, Akim is phenomenal. It's just I just feel bad. I feel bad for him, and I think it's the same issue that Ramy had, and I still don't know what it is with Ramy.
You ever heard of
nerve issue.
That's what I'm thinking.
You heard about Ramy coming back? No?
No.
I didn't hear. If I would have heard that he's coming back, I would have
Hey,
talked.
he's still under 40, right? He's 39.
Ramy doesn't even have to train to be 140.
No, no.
He just eats. That's it. He
No,
doesn't.
not
Listen,
140, 40 years old.
listen, he can be he's off completely, and he's 145 kilos just because that's just the way it is. And then you put him in something, he goes up to 155, 160 immediately.
Crazy receptors.
Yeah.
I don't think his issues age or anything else. I just think his body's.
Well, he's 40.
Nah.
He's 40.
Yeah.
But he had those declines in his back, and everybody sees it. It's like you can't hide it.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. Once you turn around and you have to put your arms up, it's either there or not. So it's not like you could twist and turn and make it look like it's there when it's not. So, and
did that happen to his calves too?
No, his calves. He doesn't have any nerve damage in his calves. His calves are just not like you think it should be.
Right.
But when you look at him and you put a tape around him, he's got big calves. Yeah. But when you have monster quads, calves just don't shine when they're not, unless you have, at least, well, I don't know how big they have to be in order to look great. No, but there's no nerve damage in his calves. I see it because I see him since 2013.
Yeah.
He used to have
that was one of his best looks to me. His physique was beautiful back then.
That was something in that when I saw him in New York. That was something.
Yeah, you remember, Chris, you met him when we first 2014.
Yeah.
And that was, for me, I said, just like you guys talk about the middleweight guy, I talked about him.
Yeah. I was on stage with him. I won the 212 that year in New York.
Right,
when he came over.
I was, this was supposed to be a Victor Martinez show, right?
Yeah. On paper.
That was his pro debut. Victor was so pissed. I remember before backstage, before anybody started changing, Victor said, what did he say? He tried to make it fun. He said something about Ramy, but I don't know what he said. Where I don't remember. I don't want to say something wrong and sound stupid. Yeah. Anyway, so nobody thought that he had a shot. I told people, I said, listen, trust me when I tell you. I told people, I warned him, I said, trust me.
I seen him on that Wednesday before. I seen him on that Wednesday and
right?
Yes.
So I told people, and I'll never forget when so I had to do everything with him backstage. He's not used to getting spray tanned or nothing like this, So he was so shy. I said, listen, I'm gonna get you tanned upstairs. Then somebody's gonna come up and tan you upstairs. So of course,
Carla.
No, it wasn't that Carla, it was the other one. She come down and he would grab my hand and said, you come with me, you come with me. He wouldn't want to be alone. So then now it's a girl. He's looking at me like,
oh yeah.
Don't worry, man. Just don't worry.
I can imagine.
Bro, I swear to God, I was dying inside. So I was there right there. Don't worry, I'm here. And he's looking. And then she's on her knees spraying him in the inner thigh and shit. And he's sitting there praying.
That's great.
That was the first time for everything, right? And that's
funny.
Between the prejudging and the finals, his wife gave birth to his second daughter back.
Oh my God.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So we leave prejudging, we get the call, she just had the baby. Wow. So so that was it. And I remember, this is what I wanted to say when we warmed him up. He said he's then lined up in the back. I said, I'll be in the front, you'll be all right. He didn't speak a word of English. So I'm sitting in right behind the judges somewhere, right? And now they come out individual.
Did you speak Arabic at that time?
I don't speak Arabic today. Why would I speak it 20, 50 years?
You speak something.
I speak something, but not Arabic.
You sound like it.
yeah. German sounds terrible when you don't. So listen, so I'm sitting there, and now they call his name. Bob couldn't even fucking pronounce his name. And then he comes out. You should have heard the crowd reaction. It went from being noisy to
yeah.
Couldn't nobody believe what the fuck was standing there.
What did he weigh there? Was he 270?
275.
No.
Yeah.
I weigh here. I'm putting him on the scale at the hotel. It was 279. And then the morning of prejudging, we at the hotel again. I said, let's go back on the scale. I tell him, don't look. You know, I come make sure he doesn't see, because you know how people are when they lose weight, they're like, oh shit, you know. And then he was 275.
But how'd you communicate with him? How'd you say you're gonna be all right?
Feet, bro, hand and feet. I'm good with, because I live in foreign countries all my life. I can get shit done. You know.
Why were you busting my balls about Spanish with Rubio?
Yeah, but I never said I speak Arabic. Like you said, you speak Spanish.
I say it's a way to communicate. You don't have to really understand. I mean, you can get it.
The difference is you tell me you speak Spanish. Right, Milos?
Get me over there. Get me over there and I'm good.
But anyway, so yeah, that was it. I'm gonna go ahead and go get me something to eat now.
All right.
Okay,
Just one quick one. Arnold Classic is the only show that doesn't accept 212. What do you think of that, Jose?
I think it's terrible. I think it was great. We had some great winners through the years. Very entertaining. You know, a few of the winners were went on to win Olympiads. Like Flex won it the first year. But another thing that's, you know, a conspiracy theory to me is that every year, 5 years they had it, was a different country winning. What are the chances of that?
Yeah,
You
I
still
like
got
that.
calluses on your hand?
I like it, huh?
I say Jose still got calluses on his hand. My hand.
I'm still in the gym every day. That's from working. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
No, I'm upset by it, Milos. I think they should get more respect. They should get more opportunities. But I supposedly the guys weren't coming out to do the show.
That's what I was gonna say. How many people would actually show up if they had it?
Well, last 5 Olympias, 5 different countries won.
Yeah, that's amazing. That is amazing.
The last 5 Olympias, 5 different countries? No.
Yeah, there was Ramy, then it was Hari, then there's Derek, there's
England, 4.
England.
oh
4.
Well,
Ramy
5
won twice.
if you considered
because Ramy won twice.
hey yeah. Come to that category, as Arnold was saying, the joke, the 3 kind of people. You know, the ones that can count and those that can't.
3.
Nice.
Listen, Jose, I'm gonna have to bring you back on and closer to the Arnold for a final prediction.
Let's do it.
Thank you for making the time. I appreciate you on a Sunday, especially. I didn't know you work on Sundays.
I work every day.
So you're hard working.
You gotta. I got some bills to pay.
Call me up. Call me up.
I will.
Awesome,
All right,
man.
guys. I appreciate
All right,
you.
guys. Thank you.
Peace out.
See you soon.